if you had bought gold worth $67 million in 2008, approximately 525 crore rupees that is, today you would have made around $340 million. That's approximately 2,900 crore rupees. That if you invested in gold. Now, let me compare that with an IPL team. If you had invested that same amount in an IPL team, like for example Rajasthan Royals, which just got sold recently, that same investment would have yielded you $1.63 billion today. That's 15,290 crore rupees. Imagine. Royal Challengers Bengaluru bought for $111 million back then, which was approximately about 930 crores, is now valued at a whopping $1.78 billion. That's approximately 16,600 odd crore rupees. Remember that phrase that we say, money makes money? In this case, the rich have just gotten richer, and how? In just a few hours, 2 IPL teams have been priced at levels that nobody could have imagined 10 to 15 or 20 years ago. This tells you the Indian Premier League here is no longer just cricket, it's a big business. Earlier, team owners were celebrities, businessmen, familiar faces in India. There was a lot of glamour and pride. There was a bit of vanity as well in owning an IPL team. But now the game has changed and taken a serious turn. Look at who owns these teams today. For RCB, for example, the new ownership includes the Aditya Birla Group, the Times of India Group, and David Blitzer, who's a global sports investor with stakes across leagues. Blackstone, one of the world's biggest investment firms, who've invested in RCB. For Rajasthan Royals, for that matter, the ownership includes Skull Somani, Rob Walton, who's the owner of Denver Broncos, the Hamp family, linked to the Detroit Lions and major US industry. This is important because this is not money that is emotionally spent into these leagues. In fact, these investors are not just looking at cricket and all the fandom and fanfare. They're looking at media rights, brand power, digital reach, fan base, sponsorship deals, and future growth, of course. In simple terms, IPL teams are now being treated like business assets, and there's serious money here and also could benefit the game most certainly, because these are people, investors who've invested like in the leagues of NFL. And that's why this matters the most. It shows that Indian cricket has built something the world wants to own now, that it's so prestigious that there's money coming in from all over the globe for the IPL. IPL is not just India's biggest sports league, it's become one of the world's most valuable sports properties. But with this kind of money, a lot of questions now, whether cricket will become stronger, or is it just commercial, does it improve the sport or add pressure to deliver profits instead?